Justin, from my perspective, it didn't look like anyone could touch you. And then there was a restart, and then you had a hell of a battle there with Dason. What was that like after having gone so long with nobody being able to touch you up front?
Yeah, I didn't know how really, like, it was so different tonight. It was hard to, like, gauge whether you're making speed or not. So I didn't know if I had them stacked up behind me or if I was leading or what, you know, like I really just, normally I feel like I have a pretty good, like, feel for, like, how my pace is. Tonight I just really never did. But it felt like I was going okay up top, you know, and then on the restart, Dason was able to slide me there and get me slowed down, and it was really like the slider line was slower, but you could drag the pace. You know, Dason was able to drag the pace of the race down, which is good. What you do when you're a good race car driver, right? Like I don't have to go faster than you. You gotta go slower than me. And he got me slowed down and got us racing, and I still felt like I was better. Like I kept able to get back by him, and felt like if I could, I kept trying to get back to slide myself into one and just could never do it. Like Dason was always able to fill that hole really, and I think I had one opportunity and I kind of squandered it and got back to the top, and he slid me again, and I felt like there, if I could have one lap to just get going on the top, I'd get away from him and be okay, but just never got it. And then fired, you know, the slide, finally got sliding myself in one, slid across there, and those guys all got tangled up behind me, which was, you know, a breath of relief for me because there was a lot of pressure there. And then on the restart, I was like, man, I don't think you can really get beat if you just start sliding yourself. You know, I didn't feel like it was faster. I felt like it was faster to get up and get hammered, but your entry was so slow. Like you made better lap time, but your like entry segment, you gave up so much time that a guy could fill that hole and slow you down. And so it's like, a lot of times it's like, you just got to be fast in the spots that you can get past in, and you don't really have to worry about making speed in the spots that you can't, right? So it's like, okay, I got to be fast in all the, you know, all the places that I can get beat, and there's really only one place to make speed on exit, so I can give up time there, and just tried to be in the way, you know, like not leave yourself vulnerable at the end, and we're able to hang on and win the thing.
So you and Dason, you know, had a little bit of contact in turn 4, and then all of a sudden, oh, here comes Cale Drake by both of you.
Yeah.
When you see that happen, what goes on in your mind?
Not a whole lot. Just what do I need to do at this end? You know, like Cale, me and Dason banged wheels there, and it was funny. You know, there's like one lap, me and Dason decided we were done being teammates, and we were racing. It was a lot of fun. But no, just I mean, really, like, I feel like when I'm at my best, I don't really feel like anything when that happens, right? Like it is what it is. Like Dason got in the side of me off the 4, got us both slowed down. We were so busy racing each other, it let Cale Drake by. Cale went firing to the top, and Dason was kind of hung on his right rear corner down the front stretch, which leaves a great opportunity for me to go sliding Cale back. And I knew the entry into one was slow because I kept getting slid there, right? So I'm like, perfect. I was actually felt like I was in a better spot with Cale kind of getting in there and plugging Dason up. I was like, okay, I can slide Cale here. Finally opens up a lane. I can run the slider into one. And I thought, you know, I was going to slide her into one, tag the fence off of 2, and just get to slide myself at both ends. And I was actually felt better running down the front stretch there that lap about the situation in our race, even though it maybe looked worse, right? But I felt better about, okay, there's another player to kind of slow that, get him slowed down a little bit, and let me get to doing what I need to do here. And then Cale spun out, so it worked out.
After that whole situation happens, Gavin Miller now is the car you have to beat. Did you have to race him much differently than you had to race Dason?
Yeah, I mean, it was more just racing myself there. Like I could see Gavin kind of poking the bottom off of 2, but felt like I was getting a big enough run off of the top of 2 that I could get off and slide myself into 3. I was really just worried if somebody got up in 3 and 4. I kept wanting to get, you know, off the top of 2 and into the top of 3 to make some more speed, because I felt like that slider across 3 and 4 was so like lumbering and so slow off of 4. But I was sliding myself into 1 and 2, and then you didn't get off 2 as fast, and I didn't want to leave myself vulnerable into 3 there. I felt like it was a lot faster to get in high in 3 and rip some speed off of 4, but yeah, I just went to slide myself and protect.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Come back more for some great racing video content. And if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.